Hey folks, this is Woody again from W&D Homesteading in South Central Pennsylvania. Today we like to show you what works for us in canning meat. Okay, Dee, what are you canning today?
Turkey burger.
Turkey burger. And that looks like a heck of a lot of turkey burger. How many pounds is in that bag?
25 pounds.
25 pounds.
And you can get in a pint jar, a big mouth pint jar, you can get about a pound in there.
About a pound.
Yeah. And I do it, um, we used to not have a freezer, and did it then, and it's just, I do put some in the freezer for, um, hamburgers and meatloaf and stuff like that, but I use this then for like spaghetti, chili, um,
Lasagna,
yeah, lasagna, things like that.
barbecue.
Yeah, it's just easier to open up a jar and make a meal out of it. So I can it. We eat turkey burger a lot, mostly because I can't eat beef. Um, I'm allergic to the protein in the beef. I can't eat a lot of protein, so um, we eat turkey burger. Um, so I I know everybody does it different. I've seen them, they fry it all up and then put it in, and but I just put it in raw, and I do it that way. That's the way I've always done it. Um, and I hate to keep saying it, but that's the way my grandmother did it. My mom did not can meat because she didn't like a pressure cooker. So I fill my jars up, and then I put them in a pressure cooker, and I let it heat up to 15 pounds and for an hour. And then I turn it off, and I it has to cool down before you can open up the pressure cooker.
Now this is your second pressure cooker, right?
Yeah, my first one, um, I don't know what happened to it, but we couldn't get it to open. I used it one day and it wouldn't open, so we had a heck of a time getting it open, and I think we ended up chiseling it open. But um, yeah, this is my second one. It's actually bigger than my first one was.
And there is bigger ones out in the market, right?
Yeah. My boys all got it for me uh, one year for my birthday. They know the way to my heart. So
And we've been doing this for what, over 10 years, right?
this
Canning meat.
we started during Y2K
Okay. All right. Wow.
when they
Wow.
said the electric was going to go off, and
So that
so
was 24 years ago.
yeah. So this is the way I've been doing it. My grandmother, I seen her can chicken legs in quart jars. She would take pint jars and she would do uh, chicken wings raw, just put them in and do them. And she then stored in the basement. She was very old school. I seen her have ham in them. Um, we've tried different things in them. We did deer one year, and we put Old Bay in the deer. 'Cause,
And I loved it. I would just pop the lid off of it, get some saltine crackers, and eat it with crackers. It was so good. And it worked for us.
yeah,
And we do chicken, chunk chicken this way, right?
turkey. Um, I
Pork.
pork. I take the pork and use it, and then I can fry it for a quick meal. Um, I do. We tried sausage one year.
It kind of like blew up. It just like expanded, and it was so hard to pull out of the jar.
It wasn't that good.
It was comical. So that was the only thing that really wasn't that good.
We've experimented on some different things.
It was like letting a hot dog go too long on a grill. That's what it was like, but it was in a jar. But all the other stuff is just so good and so easy and convenient.
But they had the turkey burger on sale, and when the meat market does that, I usually try to buy 25 pounds and either put it in the freezer or can it, or
Half and
sometimes
half.
both. Yeah, sometimes I'll do half and half. I try to keep shelves of my meat, and it'll cook in its own juice. So
Now, do you stick anything else in the jar with the meat?
sometimes I do. It just depends. I'll put some spices in with it, and have it ready for like chili or something like that. Put onions in with it. I used to put bouillon in with it, especially the beef. When I did beef, I put beef bouillon in with it, and you could just open a jar of it for beef stew or beef over noodles or whatever you had. Um, we we use turkey burger more than anything. Sometimes we'll get the beef for the boys and my husband, but we mostly eat the turkey. It's cheaper. So, and I can get 16 jars in my canner, and 16 pint jars in my canners. When you get your jars packed, then I try to push all the air bubbles out so that you don't have wasted space. See how much that one went down.
And you add to it then?
Yeah, then I'll add a little bit to it. I have done turkey where I've baked the turkey and then canned it.
Oh, it's so good. So delicious.
Chickens, like I'll cook off the chicken backs and make broth out of it. Can that. So there's just a lot of ways you can save it. We honestly are trying to watch what we're putting in our bodies because of the chemicals and stuff that are in our food. And so that's why we're trying to do most of it ourselves.
That's what works for us.
Is you put it in your cooker. We have 2 rows in here. Then you let it cook, and you don't put your thing on for a little bit after it starts cooking, and you put it on, and then this will go to 15 pounds, and when it gets to 15 pounds, it stays there for an hour, then you turn it off.
Okay. This is what we have left. Roughly 8 pounds of turkey burger will go in the freezer for meals. And there's 16 in the cooker on the stove. And I used a little under 2 pounds for turkey cheeseburgers tonight. And my wife figured out how many meals, Dee?
21 meals at $3.43 a meal.
And that is a pretty good bargain. Okay, the last and final step. of canning meat. It has cooled down, and I popped the lid off, and there you get to see the top 8, and there's another bottom 8, 16 pounds of turkey burger, plus the weight of the canner. It gets pretty heavy. So one at a time, get this grabber tool my wife had in the drawer. This is an added feature. You just take one at a time and put it down on the towel so it don't ruin your countertop. And so we'll do this another 14 times. And they'll sit for a little bit, and then my wife will use nice soapy dish water and wash them really, really good. And dry them, and then put the month and the year on them, and store them for future use. So there you have it. Also, that water's still hot, so after I get all the jars off, I'll take it out in our stone driveway, and it'll actually kill the weeds. The water's so hot it'll kill the weeds. So there you go. I'll finish putting the rest of the jars out for Dee, and like you've seen in the picture on the channel there, that'll be the finished product soon. Good day.